Hello students, today we learn about the coordinate systems. Here we used coordinate system to represent the vector accurately. Means we know that in a vector there is the magnitude plus direction. So to represent the vector we must have some specific length, direction, angle and the component of the vector, which can be simply do by the three simple methods, which is a Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and the spherical coordinate systems. First one is the Cartesian coordinate system. In a Cartesian coordinate system there will be the three axes, which is represented by the x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. Here we use the right hand Cartesian coordinate system. Right hand Cartesian coordinate system means what? There is the right hand screw rule, means x is always left hand side to the y is always left hand side to the z, or in another words we can say that y is always right hand side to the x, z is always right hand side to the y. Okay, suppose we have the one point P which is 1, 2 and 3, or in general form we can say that P point can be represented in a Cartesian coordinate system like P of x, y and z. Then the x represent here 1, y represent here 2 and z represent here 3, and the representation of point P on a Cartesian coordinate system is represented here. On the x-axis we move the 1 point, on the y-axis we move the 2 point and on the z-axis we move the 3 point. Then the intersection of the x, y and z at this point is the location of the point P. Similarly we denoted here another point Q, which is the 2, -2 and the 1. 2 is represented in the x direction 2 point, -2 represented in the negative direction of the y-axis in the -2 point, and the 1 is represented on the z-axis, and the intersection of them is the location of the point Q. Plane. In the Cartesian coordinate system there is the three plane, which is represented by the x is equal to 0, means here we have the 0, so we get the only y and z point. So x is equal to 0 plane is also known as the yz plane. Similarly, if y is equal to 0, then we get the zx plane. If z is equal to 0, then we get the xy plane. Here you must be noted that in a Cartesian coordinate system, three axes are the mutually perpendicular, or we can say that it is in an orthogonal way, means there is the angle between y and z is the 90 angle. Similarly, there is the angle between the x and z is the 90 angle, and similarly there is the angle between z and x is 90 degree. Okay, representation of the vector in a Cartesian coordinate system. Suppose we have the one point P which is 1, 2 and 3, and we require to represent this point in a Cartesian coordinate system, that in a general form point P can be represented 1 in a x direction, 2 in a y direction plus 3 in a z direction. Here ax, ay and az is a unit vector which is used to represent the direction, and 1, 2 and 3 is a component in x, y and z direction. Magnitude of this point P or vector V can be represented by the mode P, and it can be find algebraic sum of the square of the component, meant here square of the Px square component, Py square component and Pz square component. Here Px component is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So we get the answer 1 plus 4 plus 9. 9 plus 1 means 10 plus 4 means under root 14. And if we require to find the unit vector of point P, then it can be represented by the small letter a along the subscript of that vector, and its general formula is that vector itself upon magnitude of that vector. Here vector P is 1ax plus 2ay plus 3az, and magnitude of P is under root 40. If we elaborate it, then it can be rewrite 1 upon under root 14 in the x direction plus 2 upon under root 14 in a y direction plus 3 upon under root 14 in a z direction. Okay, cylindrical coordinate system. Like the Cartesian coordinate system, in a cylindrical coordinate system there is the three component which is represented by the rho, phi and z, and here it is also the mutually orthogonal, means there is the angle between rho, phi and z is always 19 degree. Here we put the cylindrical on the Cartesian coordinate system x, y and z, and suppose we have the one point P here, then the rho, phi and z can be found by the connecting of the point with respect to the z axis. Then the length of the connecting line is rho, or you can say that it is the radius also. If we take the projection of the point P on the xy plane and connecting the projecting point to the origin and take angle starting from the x axis to the y direction, then that angle is known as the phi, which is also known as the azimuth angle. Azimuth angle. Direction is represented here in the rho direction, phi is the radial direction, and the az as per the Cartesian coordinate system. Representation of the point P, which is 1, 2 and 3 in a cylindrical system. If we compare it with the general point, then here rho is the 1, phi is the 2 and 3 is the z, and in the general way P vector in a cylindrical coordinate system is represented by the Px in the a rho direction plus Py in a phi direction plus Pz in a z direction. Here arrow A5 and AZ is the component of point P or the vector P. Here it is rho, phi and the z. Magnitude of the P can be written under root square of the algebraic sum of the square of the component. Square. And the unit vector of P is represented by the vector P itself upon magnitude of them. Spherical coordinate system. In a spherical coordinate system like cylindrical coordinate system, here component is rho, theta and phi. Please here note down the position of the phi is after the theta, whereas in the cylindrical it is after the rho. Now suppose we have the one point P in a cylindrical coordinate system which is the rho, theta and phi. Then if we put the cylindrical coordinate system on the Cartesian coordinate system, then rho is from the origin to the point P. Rho is from the z axis to the point P. Phi is projection from the z axis to the point P connected through the origin direction like in the cylindrical coordinate system, and theta is a smaller angle between the line point P and origin to the z axis. Means suppose we have the one point P here, then we take theta like this way. Representation of the spheric point in a spherical coordinate system. Suppose we have the one point P which is the rho, theta and phi. Then vector P in general form can be represented by the P rho in arrow direction plus P theta in a theta direction plus P phi in a phi direction. Here P rho, P theta and P phi is the component of vector, and arrow, a theta and phi is a unit vector in rho, theta and phi direction. Magnitude of the vector P can be find the under root algebraic sum of square of the component. And unit vector of vector P can be represented by the small letter along the subscript P, vector itself upon magnitude of that vector. Okay, thank you. In the next lecture we have studied the transformation of the coordinate system from one point to the another point, or from one vector to the another vector. Thank you.